Good morning, Foggers. Hope everybody's doing well. It's Friday. A lot of you guys are getting ready for the weekend. That's a good thing. So I wanted to do a video. I'm gonna do a video about therapy, but right before that, I was watching the news this morning. Apparently, at 2 in the morning, there was a call. Don't know the circumstances. Really not important, and would hate to ever ruin the integrity of an investigation, but there's apparently, and again, this is not factual exactly the ages, but there's a 3 and a 4-year-old that were found dead in a car, and the grandmother somehow was on an overpass and she ended up at the bottom. Who knows if she jumped or what? But what I'm trying to get to, here's a perfect example, right, of a traumatic call, right? There's officers on the scene. The media relations, our public information officer, doing a great job like they do, telling the public about rerouting traffic and the traffic jam and a lot of unknown stuff. When you're involved in an investigation like that, you just don't want to give out information that you don't know factually. So, what comes right to mind is there's 2 dead babies in a car and there's a lady who has critical injuries and is in a hospital, right? So there's an extensive scene. There's officers there. There's investigators from homicide, medical examiners there, crime scene, all kinds of stuff, right? There is plenty of trauma there to go around. What if one of the officers, male or female, just had a baby? What if they have a baby at home that's sick? What if this is the 2nd or 3rd or 4th call of a dead infant, right? These are all things that need to be flagged. I remember that we would get flagged if we had too many uses of force, right? So if you're working in a low income or high crime area, you were always in internal affairs giving statements because you were flagged. You had a high percentage of uses of force, right? So we can implement that. Those are options. And I'm not talking about one particular department. I'm just giving ideas so we can think, okay? Instead of just sitting by and allowing our people to get addicted and commit suicide and all these things that we're trying to prevent, save lives, right? So, yes, those officers are on the scene. The investigators have to go to the ME's office or the medical examiner's office later in the hospital. And there's an extended, this is going to go on for days, right? As far as the investigators go. But at some point, these officers, uniformed officers, should be meeting with peer people, even if they don't want to talk. Hey, how's it going? How are you? What do you need? Are you okay? Right? Today's Friday, maybe Monday or Tuesday. Hey, how was your weekend? Did that fuck up your weekend? How did you sleep well? Did you drink a lot? Stuff like that where they know it's confidential between people. I'm just throwing that out there because, that happened overnight, and that's a great example and a great opportunity, right? To improve things for us. Okay? Just some ideas. Talk to somebody. Yeah, I don't want to talk now. I get it. I understand. That call sucks. It's very hurtful. It's traumatic. Okay? Hey, listen, Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to check back in with you. How's it going? Hey, let's get some coffee. Hey, let's talk. Okay? Those are things that are important. Don't wait for those officers to have to go and ring a doorbell or knock on a door and go and tell you, hey, by the way, those 2 dead babies on Friday in the car and the grandmother that jumped or fell or was thrown or whoever, that really messed me up. What should I do? That's not going to work like that. Okay, you need to have people coming to them and asking them and understanding, hey, I had that, or I've been there, or hey, that's not normal. That's not normal at all. I remember, and I'll get off this topic real quick, but I remember a call where I had 2 rookies. I had a hanging call, suicide. And the 2 rookies like, man, you should have seen the neck on this lady. And my response, and I was well into this trauma thing already, and I said, listen, that's not normal. There's nothing cool. There's nothing normal. And they weren't saying it was cool, but there's just nothing. Yeah, man, that happens to the neck and the body parts, and it's horrible. Okay? And, get in there, do your job, and get out. And let's talk about it. So, again, that's not what this video was going to be about today, but it's a great training opportunity, right? And in our job, we take opportunities to train, right? So with that being said, these guys need help, and I hope that they're getting the help going to them, not them going to the help. That's key. Okay, the other thing, The video yesterday, I got a lot of feedback. Everybody was like, hey, that was a strong message. That was a powerful message. And yeah, it was. It was, and it was intended to, and it should be. And it was received well. I got a lot of likes. I got a lot of views on YouTube, and that's good. Okay, so today I just wanted to brush up on therapy. I got a phone call like 2 days, even before I did the video, from a female officer that told me that there's one of her co-workers going through a divorce or whatever, and she was like, no, she just didn't want to talk to anybody in therapy or whatever, and I understand, and that's okay. But I'm going to tell you, don't think any less of anybody or yourself because you're talking to a therapist. Those are people that are educated to give you quality, educated responses, and I think that it's a great thing, especially the guys and the special response team and the SWAT teams and all that. It doesn't make you less of a man. Just talk to somebody. Just talk to somebody, especially if you're having flashbacks, you're not sleeping, you're drinking too much, hypervigilant. There's all kinds of stuff. So I just wanted to tell you that it's okay. You need to talk to people, go to therapy. It's a good thing. And I'll leave you with this story, and I hope you think about it. There's a story about a guy who's in a hole, right? Doesn't matter how he got in there. He's in a hole, okay? And he's screaming out to people, and people pass by and they look in the hole. And he's like, hey, don't walk away. And the people keep walking away. And like the third or fourth guy, the guy looks in and he backs up and he comes running and he jumps in the hole. And the guy goes, man, what did you do that for? I need you to help me get out of the hole. And the guy turns to him and says, it's okay. I've been in this hole myself and I know the way out. Follow me. Think about that. I hope you have a good weekend. And I'm thinking about all you guys. I have you in my prayers. And we're on to something, okay? Have a good weekend. Do something for yourself. Take the garbage out, okay? Those officers that responded to that call, I'll be praying for you. All right? Talk about it. 3M Fogman. Have a good weekend.